Welcome to Coffee and Popcorn, where we bring you the most striking stories from around the world. In today's story, we have a woman who has an issue with her husband spending time with a young lady who works for him. The question is he being a good boss, or is he hiding a secret that could destroy his family? To find out, get yourself a coffee and grab a bowl of popcorn so we can get into it.
I love my husband, and everyone says I hit the jackpot. He leaves little notes in my lunchbox, he always saves the last bite for me, and he has a strong moral compass. So cheating was the last thing I expected. Hell, we just went to a new restaurant where the servers wore short skirts for uniforms, and he commented, "I wish the creepy owners didn't make these women wear these short, uncomfortable skirts." I bet most men either A, didn't care, or B, enjoyed it. Well, around May 13th, I noticed that he became short with me. He seemed cold, and I kept asking, "Is something wrong?" He said he was fine, and even got a bit annoyed that I kept asking. The week went on, and I couldn't shake the feeling that something was up. Finally, this past Friday, I noticed a text pop up on his phone from a woman named Jenny. I also noticed that he'd cover his watch, so I couldn't see the messages. I confronted him, and he denied that anything was going on. I think he deleted the message and then scrolled through his phone to prove it to me. Finally, though, he admitted that he's been talking to Jenny, and that he enjoys talking to Jenny. He said that he loves me, but he's been unhappy for a bit and that he's bad at relationships and always gets restless. My world was shattered. My soul was burnt, and my heart feels like it's being squeezed by the crushing hand of grief. He said it's been going on for a while, but he stopped with all the cutesy stuff and normal behavior just about a week ago, which I find weird. He said that he feels happy talking to her and it's comfortable talking to me. I bet they all say this isn't like their husband, but truly, I never ever saw this coming. He said that he wants to try to save our marriage, but he won't give me "I'll definitely stop texting her." Still, I'm not ready to give up. I know this isn't him. Oh, and did I mention that he's her boss? So where could this go? She's gorgeous, smart, and definitely a catch. Right now, I feel like it isn't even a fair fight. I'm wailing on the floor of the shower, and I'm sure she's all cute and bubbly at work. And the "how you get them is how you lose them" thing doesn't comfort me because they work together. He'd have very limited opportunities to cheat again if they end up together. Now he's being pretty quiet, and I don't know how I'd ever survive this. I wish I was her so badly. We started couples counseling, but I'm still struggling, and it's hard to go on. We took a 2-week break, and he stayed in an Airbnb. He texted me at one point saying I messed everything up. I found out it was because he literally slept with her. She had moved recently, so was living with her mom temporarily, and then moved into her own apartment, so it was good timing for them. When he came home, he was seemingly remorseful and said he had feelings for her, but he could live without her, and he couldn't live without me. He loved our life and our family and was ready to put in the work. With the wounds still fresh, a few days later, I asked him again if this is what he wanted. He told me, "I don't know what I want. I want us to both be happy." I wailed all night. Guttural screams. I couldn't help it. He said he loves me, but he likes her. He said he feels terrible, but when I say, "You have the key to this. You can stop this now," he just looks down. When I say, "You're picking her. This woman you've known 6 months, giving up our entire history and our goals for her," he just looks down. A part of his vows said, "I have no doubt I will do stupid things in the next 70 years that will annoy you. But I promise you, I will always take care of you, be there for you, and love you the best way that I can until the day I die." But when I ask, "So what are your feelings for her?" he just stares into the abyss. After some hours, he told me, "She makes me feel good. But even during this fight, we had moments of why we are in love. I screamed, I can't listen to any music about love. I can only listen to Pitbull. Do you know how much goddamn Pitbull I've played in the last week?" And we laughed together at the ridiculousness of it all. She's American, but has lived in England for over 10 years and apparently isn't fun. So I'm like, while crying my eyes out, "What do you talk about? The monarchy?" We make eye contact and laugh. It felt like we were back to being our old selves. But we aren't back. He's picking her.
OP went through a lot during this ordeal, and while she seems to be coming out on the other side, it's going to be a tough road. I wish cheaters would think about the pain they're likely to cause their partners. Rather than putting someone through all that turmoil, It's better to exit the relationship, even if it won't be easy. OP isn't in a good way, and this is the case for a lot of people who get their hearts broken like this. Like many of the other stories we go through on Reddit, OP never thought her partner had it in him to cheat on her. If you're reading this story, watching this video, or read other people's cheating stories, don't think that this can't happen to you. I'd even go as far as saying, you shouldn't think you're not capable of being the cheater yourself. Be aware of the people around you and the situations you put yourself in so you can protect your relationship. Anyway, let's go through a few of the comments.
Lucy Danger says, I went back and read your previous posts. He was never a good fit for you. Never. Your only crime is that you never saw yourself as a smart, funny, vulnerable woman with a big heart and a bigger personality. How could I know this? I read all your posts. Run, girl. Run. Run fast, run hard, and take a hard left at Better Life Ahead. You got this. You're now free to be the woman you were meant to be. He was an abscess who fooled you into thinking he was a beauty mark, but now the road ahead is clear, and your destination is wherever your imagination dares to entice you. Yes, it is a road you've never traveled before. Not scary, just the unknown. Embrace it and keep a journal, for God's sake. You have a gift. Make-A-Wish Kid says, good job, OP. I feel like he was waiting for this moment so he could leave the marriage without looking like a jerk. Your husband sounds like one of those guys who depict themselves as the most moral and respectful men. He only feels guilty because he knows his image is ruined and doesn't want to ruin it any further by leaving this relationship on his own. All his pathetic crocodile tears don't mean jack when he still continues the affair. You deserve better than this, coward.
This last Redditor is right. People sometimes say things just so they can look good, but you never truly know what someone might be thinking. I wish OP the best, and I don't doubt that she'll find herself someone more suitable in the near future. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Coffee and Popcorn, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.